How many people have said to me, like, you should get a real job. What are you doing? Like, where is your real job? And I'm like, this is my job. Working on me is my job. Having fun is my job. Regardless of money or not, it's my job. I do get paid now, but I didn't get paid, but it just took that many years of graft in order to get me into the position that I'm in now.
People do fun jobs.
Luke Vernon, sir, welcome to the podcast. I've got so much I want to talk to you about, my friend. Looking at your bio, this is where I'm taking you from. We haven't got a Wikipedia page yet, you see, so there's limited research available to me. But according to that, I've got you down as an actor, motivational speaker, presenter, and content creator.
Correct.
But, and this is where I feel there's one missing, I think you need comedian on there, my friend.
Let me explain that this is truth. I will explain why comedian is not on there. There's two things I'm scared of in this world, just two. One of them being rats slash mice. I hate them. I run from them. I detest them. It is my mother's fault. She was scared of them, and it definitely passed down to me. The other,
it's a rational fear.
Yeah, for sure. The other one is stand-up comedy. Now, when people have comedian in their Instagram bio or their normal bios, I just feel like that's what they do. And I am so scared of stand-up comedy. People say, no, Luke, you'll be fine. You'll be able to do it because you're funny, you're this, you're that. It's one thing that I don't want to do. I do. No, I do want to do, but I'm scared of doing it.
You're scared of doing it?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to know you're not feeling confident in being amazing at everything just yet. But you know what? I had a stand-up comic on 2 episodes ago, and I said that to her. I said, one of my biggest fears is getting up on stage and having to do a comedy skit and like be funny officially. You know, that's terrifying. Yeah,
like, it's actually like a label. So I've done theatre shows where I'm on stage and I'm making everybody laugh that's in the theatre. May sound weird. I don't feel like I'm funny, like hilariously funny, but I feel like I will make you smile or I'll give you a good energy about what it is I do. You'll probably look at me and think, what an idiot. And that's the kind of like, where did you get that idea from kind of thing.
Now, you've got a very respectable following on Instagram and people are watching your stuff that way.
Thank you.
But the big one, hello TikTok.
Hello TikTok.
Hello
people,
TikTok.
People sleep on TikTok. Like, let me just state that. People sleep on TikTok. As in, like, they think, oh, now it's just this silly app.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But it's changed the game.
Yeah,
it's changed your game and what you're doing. So you've got, I believe, over 800,000 people following you on that.
I think today I might hit 820,000. I'm at about 819 when I last checked. So are
you obsessed with checking? Is that like a refresh?
No. It's at one point I was, because it just blew up crazy. Yeah. So like at one point I went from like 12 followers to in the hundreds. 1,000, and then it just literally non-stop, and I had 100,000, 200,000. I was like, what? I decided to make a series on them, and that's what's kind of my backbone of my TikTok at the moment.
When did you start TikTok?
I joined TikTok in November, so like November 20th, I think it is. I think that's like the anniversary.
November when you were reborn. So it's under a year and you've grown that big.
I actually sat there and researched for about 2 weeks. I made a profile and I knew I was going to join it from then, because Gary Vee is a big listener of what I listen to him all the time, and I love his work.
He is so motivational. Someone sent him to me about 3 months back. Perfect timing during lockdown, and I was like, cool, why am I fucking about here anymore? Like,
get going. Let's do.
Exactly. Stop wasting your time. And I'm glad to say this is 2 podcasts in 2 days. So, you know,
boom.
It's rubbing off.
You're watching Mr. Winter.
I was literally just scrolling. So I was just watching videos. But then I was also taking in the trending hashtags, the trending sounds, the trending like things that people were doing. And then I was like, you know what? This is how I'm going to attack it. And then my first video done so bad. But
to be expected.
Yeah, of course. I had no followers. And then I was like, what can I do next? And I decided to give my energy that I have into a video, and then that kind of like had a good amount of views. It hit like a couple of thousand views, and that was like huge then.
Yeah.
And like I was like, wow, what's going on? And then my big video.
And was that using hashtags then? Was that what kind of got you?
I'm not sure. I don't know how TikTok works, honestly. Even though I've got a big following, I do not know how TikTok works.
It doesn't work in the office.
No.
Yeah.
But what I do know is that if you're relatable and you're doing things that people can actually watch and be like, oh yes, they'll share it to their friends and be like, watch this.
What is your biggest video to date then in terms
on
of
TikTok?
Yeah. In terms of
13.1 million views.
What?
It's a legit crazy number. 13.1 million views.
And what is the video? Can we watch it?
That video?
Yeah. Let's have a look. What I'll do is I'll blur it up right now and we can watch it together.
I've made a series called When Dads Babysit, and basically I play the dad, the kid, and the mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to do a bit of research, obviously, ahead of the podcast. And that was one of the ones that I really liked. I've actually written it down in my notes.
Yeah, this was 13.1 million views.
Say dada. Dada. No, say... Oh, shit. Did you actually just say it? Dada. Oh, my God. We must call Mama right now. Hello. Oh, my God. The baby just done something. What did you do? Shit. Sorry. Wait, what? Shit. And I wonder who baby learned that from. Dada.
So that smile at the end of the video as well became iconic. Like I didn't mean to do that, but every video, if you watch them carefully, the baby, I always had the baby like doing like that little like kind of smile, like yeah, Dada, I got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, TikTok went crazy for it. So I've been spotted quite a few times in London, back in Birmingham, and like people are like, but
really?
The crazy thing is people knew me before this, and then now they go crazy when they meet me, kind of thing.
So you've got fans, legit fans
basically.
now.
Yeah, like signing autographs and taking photos. And
really?
Stuff. It's new.
Yeah,
it's very new.
Yeah. You deliver content so regularly. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you to be delivering good stuff?
Within a sense, but I love it. So the majority of the videos that I do on my TikTok are basically on my phone. They're nice and simple. I do different angles and then take out sounds or add sounds. They're actually quite basic, and I quite like the fact that you can be just so simple on TikTok. Just be you, like, you know what I mean? Just throw it out there and just see what happens. You just never know.
And what about collaborating with other actors? Because you have other actors in your videos.
Yeah. If you don't ask, you don't get. And sometimes I've probably sent out like 50 DMs in a day, and 20 will ignore, 30 will reply. And sometimes you just think, you know what? Even though this person's got so many million, I'm just going to send a message, and you just never know. And they reply. So it's like, literally, that is one of my, like, if I'm going to give advice to anybody, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of no. As long, if they say no, then what's going to happen, really? You're just going to be like, okay, I'll move on. Next. Yeah. Literally, you can just copy and paste the same message to every single person. I didn't do that because I wanted it to be a bit more authentic, and I was like, I want it to be personal, relatable and personal to the people.
Yeah. There's a kind of ruthlessness then that's required here. Of also not really caring so much about what people think. Oh yeah,
the acting game taught me that though. I was going to auditions and it was like no, and then you just become resilient to it.
But that's only one way you could go. The other way would be to give up and be like, well, I'll take the hit then.
Yeah, that is just not in me. It's just not in me. Like, because I know what I want to do. What I will say is about 90% of my content is me just making stuff for fun, because I like to make stuff for fun. If I think of an idea, it's like I have to get it out, write it down, and like pull it into a recording.
You're like the Paul McCartney of TikTok. You making stuff and making stuff and making stuff. to get to a point where you're making money, or to get to a point where you had a certain amount of people watching it?
Honestly,
or just because you love doing it?
Honestly, it was more for the love for the social media side. It's because my brain just felt like I couldn't hold everything in. I'm a creative, so I was like, I need to create, I need to do something, I need to pull it and into somewhere, and the best way I know is on a camera. And from there, it just started to blow. And then when you realize it can be a business as well, it's not really work.
Dude, you are the representation of what this podcast is all about for me. Why I came up with the idea, and what's so fascinating about it. You know, it's about people who are doing stuff that they're doing it from the love is where it starts, and they've managed to make a living out of it. That's what's the most interesting thing for me, you know. And finally, you've given us advice throughout this whole podcast. Actually, I could probably chop that up into quite a useful thing. But just to summarize, if someone wants to kind of do what you do, if they're inspired by what you do and how you are, what's your advice to them?
Just do. So my best piece of advice is just do, because you'll only question yourself. Because if you don't actually try, yes, you may fail. And if you fail as hard as you possibly can, because then you can only come back stronger. So there's many times I put out a video and I thought, yeah, this is the viral one. Yeah, this is going to go like crazy. And then boom, I'm like, huh? What? I put that much effort into that for that. And then you're just like, okay, cool. We take that, we move on, we go to the next one. And then sometimes, guys, it's the video, the literal video you think, I'm not uploading that. And then you upload it.
And then bam.
This has been a Mr. Winter production.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos.
Available now on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
This is Mr. Winter. Let's go.